what happens when we treat ADHD, but we don't treat the underlying anxiety?
Right. So let's imagine that you've got a kid whose baseline anxiety is like a 7 out of 10. So they're on the anxious side, and then their ADHD symptoms are like an 8 out of 10. And so this is just like sort of like a way to measure these symptoms, and we have lots of ways to actually numerically quantify those. But let's just say for this example, we've got both anxiety and ADHD. The ADHD is a little worse as far as when you compare them to the anxiety symptoms. But a lot of times, what will happen is if we treat the ADHD symptoms, especially if we're using a stimulant, which is, of course, like a first line of treatment or pharmacotherapy for ADHD, and we're only treating the ADHD, and we're using a stimulant to do that, we may reduce the ADHD symptoms, from like, an 8 or 9 down to a 4. And that's great, for school and for behavioral, their behavior in public and all that. The catch is that sometimes the stimulant actually pushes up on the anxiety. So now the anxiety is up at a 9 when it had been a 7.